What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be tackling some major lessons for players that are hard stuck diamond, and honestly all the way up to champ too. I think these are super common mistakes, and we give ways on how to fix them. I sliced up the coaching session so that I included only the most important lessons so that it can be a little bit more watchable. But I want to remind everybody that these sessions do go very in depth, and I coach everyone and anyone for free. It doesn't matter what rank you are, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. If you want coaching, all you have to do is hit the link to join my Discord, which is in the description of every single video. Please subscribe and leave a like, it really helps me out tremendously, and I really hope you're able to learn something. Yeah, that is a mechanics aerial right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you like confident aerials right here. Have you tried doing fast aerials ever?
So obviously, maybe not. I don't know.
Fast aerials
what is
are when you are basically already holding boost by the time you're ready to double jump, and then you do a quick double jump aerial. You're basically holding boost through the whole thing. You have 100 here. You can get up to this ball by the time like it's right here. You could have already been at it. And
gotcha.
It's a much more open shot. You're going to shoot it with a lot more power instead of that touch. That touch isn't helpful versus if you get up quick and you put this on net, all of a sudden you're scoring. So fast aerials is going to be something to look out for. I don't want to pause too much in the first 10 seconds. It's not a great rotation. Like everything up to right here is fine, but you turn right after you grab this pad. So this pad, I think, is really huge on defense because you did the correct thing, which is coming down the middle of the field here. You know, I miss one or two on my way back sometimes as well. But once you pick up this pad's really important. I use it as a marker to decide once I get this, that's where I decide which way to turn into net. So you're doing the right thing where you're defending from in your net, except you turned right towards near post where your teammate's covering. Instead, I would have wished that right after you pick up this boost, you go left a little bit and you defend a little bit more from back here. Because now, from this perspective, everything behind you is open. If your car was more like right here, and then you're coming this way as the ball gets closer, you have more speed. You're making sure that he's not going to shoot it up here, down here. But when you come towards the near post and your teammate's also in this corner, you're leaving the whole net open. And a lot of the times, these guys will probably just miss a shot and it goes off your backboard. And then this guy is going to have a wide open net here because you can't turn around fast. If you had just, once you picked up this boost, gone left into your far post, then you can just clang that back out to a teammate who's ready to go up the field. Does that make sense? Yep. And it all stems from the decision right here. And we'll watch it from your perspective again so we can put it sort of into practice. Like right here, boom, you're already facing the correct direction. Right here, you're facing exactly where you should be going. And instead, oops, sorry, let me just do it this way. Instead, what you do is you turn right, and now you're both on the near post, and it gets really dangerous. And he should have scored. I don't know why the camera bugged out for a second, but right here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love this. I think I'm good at rotation, and then bam, first one.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. Well, it could be that on the very next play you do it correctly. It's just important to be aware that like those mistakes do happen. I would think in this kind of situation, what I'm seeing is that you could have got the ball first. Like literally, if it were me, and this is a confidence thing where if you grind out your training packs a lot, you can know that you can turn on this and jump at it to like hit it right back off your corner and back out that way. It's a lot safer than letting it bounce towards the center like this. And it's a little bit of hesitation, but I guess it kind of boils down to, one, it would be helpful if your teammate didn't mess you up in the first place, but seeing from here that your teammate's not challenging this or something, that means it's your time to go. You know, like the closer they're going to get the ball to your net, the higher chance they have of scoring. Like, because right here, this is an open shot, and this is not a great opportunity to save it. But if you had come back on the play, right, ball goes out here, and you just follow this ball into the corner, you pick up this boost, and you just jump at it, a 50-50 or something, that means that this guy is not going to shoot it. That means he's going to work to get it around you, and then your teammate who's coming back to net will have a much easier time saving this. So if you're the first man back on defense, if it's like kind of a 50-50 scenario like this, don't be afraid to just go for it, because what you're doing is, even if you miss this, you're just trying to put pressure on this guy to take a bad shot. You don't want to give him time to set this up, because he is looking he's looking at the play like this, right? Where he hits it to the corner and he's chasing it down, he wants to touch it. He's slowing down here because he's lining up a shot. He's not going to slow down or line up a shot if you're right there on the ball at this moment challenging it already. He's going to try to get it past you, but that's what you want. Because if someone's working to get it past you, they're not putting a good shot on net. So I would have liked to see you see that, all right, I'm the first man back on defense. That means I got to challenge this. Instead, you go to wait in net, and you're lucky he shoots it right at you. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That's just a total throwaway. They're not pushing up on you. Keep control. Dribble packs.
Yeah.
Got to be aware of when they're giving you space, and if they are, you use it. That's a good far post rotation. You got bumped off, but like I do like the rotation a lot better there. Probably could have picked up the boost, and this is just lack of dribbling packs. See, you mess it up there, you use all your boost, and now you're stuck with 0, and you get bumped off it. Versus, you know, like, okay, you make this play, whatever, maybe you pick up the boost or not, but if you do your dribbling packs, you're not going to end up in 0 in this. You're going to end up, like, holding the ball, being ready to flick it. Another thing, too, once your teammate gets this 50, the second that happens, now you're flipping to the other side to get on offense quickly. The second your teammate wins a 50, you want to get up the field to help him. It looks to me like you did it, just much too late. Like right here, now you're up helping on the play. You can do that a lot sooner. 50 comes out, you kick it into gear. It takes you like a whole second to realize and then go.
Struggle finding that line of like doing the when I should be going up in that scenario or not, because like I was like looking at the other guy back there and I'm like, oh, he's pretty deep. Like I don't know if I want to go up yet just because of that. I guess that was just my thinking behind it, if that makes sense. Because like I can see the guy was behind him, like, oh, if he just like pops it over him, like it's not going to be that big. Like he should be able to get it. But I guess
doesn't matter.
I should have seen that he was.
Doesn't matter because like in this moment, right when your teammate wins the 50, if you had just flipped up the field, like now this guy's going back towards it. Your teammate wins a 50, unless someone like is so clearly prepared for it, they're gonna have to take a touch for control first. So like you can be much further up the field here, and you know, if they do get control, great, just turn back. But like, don't rob yourself of the opportunity on offense because you're afraid they might win it. Like, your teammate won the 50, which means these guys are going to have to reset and figure out what to do with the ball. So you want to be there open for the opportunity. And then it's that same quick decision making where, okay, they recovered control of the ball, so I can just turn back and go collect more boost and be ready in my net, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like make the touch on the ball to regain control. Here too, look, your teammate's going on offense. They're retreating. Help him. If you get good at getting up the field fast, you'll feel more comfortable coming back on defense quickly as well. Oh, lucky it wasn't.
Should have been.
Yeah, you need to do your dribbling packs. You absolutely need to do your dribbling packs. Like, this is a solid opportunity where you have a 1v1. The guy's retreating into net, and you do nothing with it. You just let it drop, and he gets a solid 50. You need to get good at carrying the ball and bounce dribbling, which is just dribble trainings. Every time they're allowing you to dribble at their net and potentially flick it, you should be thinking, this means I'm scoring 100%, right? Like, this is such a wasted opportunity because in a 1v1, you have the best chance of scoring. That's like the start of a fast aerial, but notice your ground speed when you take off. Stand still, right?
Yeah.
If you see this ball fly up and you come at it with a little bit more ground speed and learn how to fast aerial, you don't just 50 this guy, you beat him to this, and you send it down the field. Let's see what happens when you do cut this. Boost hungry. So here, Look at how far away that guy is. Like, he is miles down the field. He's almost back on his own half. So, like, previous play aside, dribbling packs again. You'll know that you can make a really light touch on this to get a follow-up touch. You throw this away, and then you use your boost to go after the 100, and you just let him have the ball. Like, a really light touch on that right there, you can then follow that up where, like, you're coming this way, you pick up this pad, and this guy, he's watching to see what you're gonna do. And when he sees you leave this ball alone, that's when he knows, oh great, I can challenge. Look at what happens. 2v1, right? And that's because you threw the ball away from yourself. That's the first mistake. And then the second mistake is, instead of trying to follow it, you know, literally, like, you could pick up 1, 2, 3 and still be in good shape. You then use your 30 boost to go here and then miss the ball. So it's a control thing where, like, you need to also recognize right here, oh wow, I have a ton of space on this. Keep the ball close. Dribble packs.
Yep.
It's a big problem. Like, I really do think a big issue of yours is mechanical. Like, there's a couple of situations right now that I'm seeing where you go near post when you would be doing your teammate a favor going far post, but I think the bigger problem right now is mechanics, where it's like you get these really good opportunities and you don't do anything with them because you're just not mechanically comfortable. Like right here, you can take that off the wall, you can dribble it around, like you can flick it, but you just kind of toss it to them lightly, and now you're getting back. And you probably scored on.
Maybe they finally do it.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. All right. They deserved like 4 already.
Exactly.
So.
Which, like, it all just stems down to, like, after this, learn how to take control of this. You got to get much softer touches and be able to dribble in a way that's really effective. I highly recommend the dribble trainings. If those are too hard for you, then literally just try to dribble the ball around the field without letting it drop. You have space on this.
That's it.
Lighter touch. There's no need to flip. You know, like, keep that control. If they're giving you space, you use it. You just roll that up the wall instead of centering it for them. Now you went for boost instead of ball again. Like, here, you can pressure this, because this guy, Lil Peckerwood, look at where he's facing. He's ready to hit this back at his own side. Like, he has to take that extra second to cut it this way to keep it going towards orange half. Like, sure, you win the 50, but if you had just followed this ball, you have 29 boost in the tank. Just flip once at this, and you'll be putting the pressure on much sooner, and they'll be panicking to get back. That's okay. Like I said, bad touches can be fixed. I don't like this play out of you.
No.
Because that's free for your teammate. Even a silver can hit that. Just literally turn hard left and cut up the field open for a pass instead of going behind him here and then going to this weird spot. Sure, you score because, like, they straight up just, the blue team just messed this up. They really fucked up. There's one on your backboard, one in your net. Literally just go up the field left. Let your teammate hit that. This is a tough call. I will also, like, it's probably a little higher level than what you're used to, but in my games, if the ball's bouncing off the backboard and no one's challenging it, good night. It's a goal. At a really high level, I'd say be up for this immediately. Don't even let it get to your backboard. Like, you could jump for this. You could reach this with 20, 30 boost. The reasoning is that it's the same thing as when someone's setting up a dribble towards your net, how when they bring the ball closer and closer and closer to your net, the percentage chance they score goes up and up and up. It's the same thing for when the ball bounces off the backboard. So right there is probably your best time to challenge. Right here's a little bit more dangerous. Right here's even more dangerous. This is extremely dangerous. You're lucky you saved this and he hit it right at you. But the idea is to not let it bounce off your backboard. This is exactly what we talked about. You don't need to go all the way to the far post every time. So I'm actually okay with this. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
Why?
No, actually.
Because
I was going to say the mechanics, but it doesn't sound like that's the case.
Once this ball rolls up like this, you can just drive out, drive up the wall, waste 0 boost, and now you're here, ready to challenge this. These guys on blue are fucking stupid if they think that they can score from here while you're on the wall ready to challenge it, right? Like, you position beautifully, and then you decide, I'm going to slowly aerial at this and waste all my boost when you could have just driven up the wall and just hit it back into the corner, right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So let's watch it back just from this perspective. Ready? Right there, it rolls up, drive up the wall.
I miss it.
That's okay. This has happened. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, and then did they forfeit? Yeah, they must have forfeited. The replay just ends.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, they just straight up over there. Okay, so you have patterns, which is great. I love it. I'm so happy that you have patterns in your gameplay because it means we can fix them. Focus on getting to far post quickly. I think that's just one big thing. You saw the times it happens. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. But the big thing is you need to hit free play. You really do. You're playing with a teammate in a party. Your rotations seem all right. You know, like I've talked about it in all my other videos. If you ever get confused on just basic rotation stuff, the information's there. You can watch that back. But you're wasting your opportunities because you can't convert. Which is a big problem. So what I would tell you to do is, first and foremost, don't even worry about the dribbling packs. Just go into free play, get the ball like this, and watch. I can dribble this around without boosting. I can turn on it. I can do 360. Like, anything I want, I can jump up under it. I don't even have to boost. Well, don't pay attention to that. But like,
great timing.
But yeah, you just want to be able to do this consistently. Like, see how smooth the dribble is, and then you start throwing in your boost and you start picking up the pace. Like, you want to be able to do this like it's no big deal. You want to be able to do this with your eyes closed, because this is how you're going to start punishing people. Bounce dribbles are great, but I think they're actually harder to do than this. You literally just want to be able to do this in training, and it's much harder than it looks. And the dribble packs are great because they'll train you to do things like get in front of it to slow it down a lot, or to let it drop and pick up the pace without dropping it on the ground, and then you can start like drifting, flicking. Because what happens is you get into games, you get situations like that, and you can bang, you know, just flick it really hard. Catch the ball, you start taking it up the field, even just a front flip, like start grinding those out, because those are going to be the number one way you score. When the ball comes down, you want to be able to catch it and get into a smooth dribble as fast as possible. Because you just front flip, you would not believe how many times you're going to just pop it over somebody. And then also from a situation like that, you know, you can pick it up, you can dribble it, like, and then just a double jump underneath, that almost always pops it over someone who's going to challenge you, right? So, like,
yeah.
Please train that, because your dribbles, you had a couple opportunities where it's like you need to demand the respect from your opponent, where they're thinking, oh shit, he's dribbling it at my net. That's really scary. That's when you're in good position to score. But if they see you like 2-3 times not convert on a dribble, they're not going to respect you. They're going to push you a lot earlier. And you're not going to be able to do anything about it because you can't just pop it over them if they push you early. Alright, thanks for making it to the very end of the video. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like and subscribe. Join the Discord if you want coaching, and I'll see you in the next one.